Hi YouTube, Watchify here with another video. Let's dive right in and go over this Casio G-Shock model GW-M5610UBC-1. Here's the box, packaging, and tags mine came with. It's a 5610 but with an updated 3495 module in it and a Combi bracelet. The module now has an auto LED backlight instead of the electroluminescent backlight, and it can be configured for 1.5 or 3 seconds. There are also some minor changes in regards to being able to change the month and day format and being able to view the time in the stopwatch and timer modes. Other changes are to return to timekeeping mode with a long press of the mode or C button, and the 24-hour countdown timer can now be set down to the seconds. If you don't really care about those updates, you could instead buy model GW-M5610UBC-1 that has the older 3159 module and save about $20 to $30. Looks like you could save an additional $25 if you don't care about the Combi bracelet and if a resin strap is all you need. In that case, there's model GW-M5610U-1. This watch has tough solar charging in multiband 6 and is 200 meters water resistant. It weighs in at 87 grams, size to my 6 3/4 inch wrist. I'll put the dimensions up on the screen. Multiband 6 connects to one of 6 atomic time radio towers in different parts of the world in order to synchronize time. It does this once a day, usually in the middle of the night, or you could do it manually if you wanted. Where I'm at, the only way to get it to sync automatically is to leave the watch in my second story windowsill. I'd prefer not to do that as I think one day I'll forget about it and it'll overheat in the sun. This model also has a power save feature that is on by default, but you can choose to turn it off. In terms of charging times, according to the manual, it would take about 48 hours of continuous bright outdoor sunlight in order to charge the battery from dead to a full charge. Those times increase significantly if charging indoors near a window or on an overcast day. If fully charged and never exposed to light, the manual indicates the battery would last 10 months before fully discharging. The dial is covered by a mineral crystal. This G-Shock has a negative LCD display. This is a model where I think it would have been better if Casio had gone with a positive LCD display, as the way it's implemented here isn't very good in my opinion. At certain angles and lighting conditions, there's so much glare on the screen that you can't see what's on the display. It's almost like they should have adjusted the contrast further to improve things. One useful feature of this watch is that it has an indicator for the battery level. Here's a shot of the LED backlight, and this watch also has the auto light function where if you turn your wrist 40 degrees in a time checking motion, the backlight comes on automatically. Onto the case. I'm by no means a G-Shock expert, but the thing I noticed is that the case feels like hard resin rather than a softer resin case. There isn't much flex in it, and it makes you think that if you drop the watch onto a hard surface, it would show scratches and dents more so than a softer resin case would. It has 4 regular sized pushers in silver and a brushed stainless steel case back that's held on by 4 screws. The watch face is held on by 4 silver screws and has G-Shock and protection wording in dark gray lettering. The case back has the G-Shock logo and other information. This watch is a model that ends in JF, so it's a Japan model. However, you can see that the case back still shows that it was made in Thailand. So onto the bracelet, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to get the watch. I really like what Casio did here. There's an extreme taper from 24.5 millimeters where it attaches to the case all the way down to 17.7 millimeters where it meets the clasp. You can see how the first link is fixed and downturns. It integrates really well with the case. The clasp is a stamped fold-over clasp that is done in black IP coating to match the rest of the watch. It has a raised G-Shock logo, 4 micro adjustment holes, and double push button release. The links on the bracelet are held together with small spring bars, which is something I've never seen. The center links are metal, but the H part of the links are a textured resin. The outside of the links has a crosshatch texturing, with the underside being smooth. Of note is that you can see two small circles on the underside of each link, which I guess is from the mold injection process. Also, if you look at each link from the side, you can see a line running along them. So overall, the bracelet feels really comfortable on wrist, and it helps to make the watch appear smaller on wrist than its dimensions would indicate. The only thing I could advise is to be careful when removing links to size the bracelet, as I had a couple go flying on me. I would say this is a good looking casual or weekend watch for sure, but one that I've even worn into the office with business casual attire, since its all black stealth look didn't seem out of place with what I was wearing. The display legibility and glare issue I mentioned earlier is really unfortunate. Also, the alert sound is barely audible, so I think there's a lot of room for improvement from Casio with this model. It would have been nice if Casio had included Bluetooth with this watch, but of course that would have increased the price. I couldn't locate this model on the G-Shock USA website, but it's available from other major online retailers. On Amazon it sells for $220 currently, and the lowest price I saw on eBay was $190. It looks like you can pick up this Combi style bracelet from third-party sellers and possibly add it to a similar G-Shock to get more or less the same look. That'll be it for this video. I hope you found it interesting, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I wanted to, of course, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.